Oh, hey, business coach. How do I get more views on YouTube? You need a Sony camera, active stabilization. You sure it's not about the story or editing? You need a Sony camera with active stabilization. You sure you're a business coach? You kind of look a little bit like a tennis coach. Nope, I'm for sure a business coach.
Business coach, I'm not a tennis coach. Now.
I was wrong about active stabilization. I thought digital stabilization. I thought that digital stabilization is absolute bullshit, but as it turns out, it's actually really, really nice. The active stabilization in the Sony camera, let's just go to some examples. We're on the way to the cottage with Richard the Bulldog, and also the Sony ZV-E10 and the 11mm f1.8 APS-C lens. We're in Guelph, Ontario, Canada right now, and I'm going to show you maybe the best thing that's in Guelph, Ontario, Canada. It's Tim Hortons phone booth. It's pretty nice. Also, this is just the built-in mic. So this camera, it doesn't have IBIS in here. There's no IBIS. You can get lens IBIS, but this 11mm lens does not have OSS in it. Can, however, turn on active stabilization that I have found to be, it's far exceeded my expectations. Here's the quote, active stabilization, wow. And we have the fancier mic. You can actually just put this on it. And I'm gonna make a separate video just about this microphone. But basically you just put this on, you don't need a cord or anything, and it's quite amazing. The technology has existed for some time in the Sony ecosystem, and it's all been pretty good, but I am the most excited for this because this so far is getting the most recommendations specifically from Kish, the Sony dude that sent me all this Sony gear. So let's go to the cottage.
Another? Richard! Veggies.
Beans. You got beans. This is where the chips go. This is where the gifts for the kids go. And everything else.
Tomatoes. There's water.
Oh, and also until July 14th, you can get into the members website for a special birthday rate that's only available on the link down here. You can't actually find this if you go to the members website. You have to use the link right here to click through to it. What it does, it comes with all of my premium content, and thousands of photographers have used it to go from part-time to full-time photographers. So if you want to be a full-time photographer, specifically a full-time wedding photographer and or YouTube creator, maybe go check it out. There's a lot of content on there, and new weekly content added every single week that you can watch. There's behind the scenes wedding day up this week. Let's get back to the pretty lakes. Here's the setup today. And here's the sauna boat.
No, there's 2 rooms.
There's 2 rooms.
No, there's 3. Gotta move.
2. Purple Power, AKA Gerald Undone. Let's get undone. Now the footage, it is beautiful, it is stable, but it does come at a cost, and that cost is an additional crop. So with an APS-C camera, you're already getting the 1.5 times crop, so this 11 becomes a 16.5. And then they don't actually tell us what the additional crop is for the active stabilization. They say it's somewhere around 10%. So if you have a specific number that you've maybe calculated, put it in the comments and I'll look at it and I'll heart the comment. So all this footage that you're seeing was shot on vacation, and also just like this. I'm not using the grip or anything, literally just holding it, pointing it at my face. That is the same way that I do all this. I don't hold it like this, maybe hold it more normal. But I'm not really going out of my way, or I'm not definitely using any stabilizers, any gimbals or anything like that. I'm just using it run and gun style, and it's been very, very nice. You're here, dude. This is Cottage. This is water. Back to Cottage. Back to water. Back to dog. We're here in Muskoka, Ontario, Canada. Well, not quite. Perry Sound, so a few minutes away. But beautiful lake, beautiful cottage. 11mm APS-C lens. Hey, buddy. This is walking with the active stabilization on. There's Lindsay in the boathouse. Hello, Lindsay in the boathouse. Richard in the water. You might remember this boat from the film photography road trip. You can go check that out on the channel right now if you're interested. What we're actually here to do is to pick up the boat. There are a few boats at the cottage. This is the small boat, and it was just put in the water. We're gonna take it back to the cottage, and then we're getting a new dock on Wednesday, which means we don't get big boat until new dock. So Wednesday, but it's not gonna be in this video. Sorry about that.
It's not turning on. That works.
Congratulations, you're on YouTube. You're a YouTube boat captain. How do you feel?
I feel amazing.
YouTube boat captain.
Never felt better in my life.
Mike, aka Cheeseburger Backflip. Greatest nickname in the history of time.
Bond villain yachts over here.
Thank you guys. Okay, just push my nose
Such
out.
good skippers.
Careful, Carter!
Carter almost fell in.
Balsam
With
Lake.
the fish flops.
Yeah.
It's quite nice, to be honest. I am very, very happy with this specific camera system. We're gonna be doing another video on this 11 coming up soon. Subscribe to the channel, not yet subscribed. And the ZV-E10 body, which I wish they would have named anything else. It's so hard to say ZV-E10, especially as a Canadian where my brain just wants to say Z, but ZV-E10 is even more difficult to say. Hopefully in the future, they just name it the E10. That's it, that's all you need. E10, that sounds nice. I was very, very impressed with this, and it definitely far exceeded my expectations. So if you are on the fence of getting a lens that does not have OSS in it, and you have something like this camera body that has no stabilization, as long as you're okay with the crop, I would actually recommend it. Upon receiving this camera, I was definitely in the camp that I was probably not going to recommend digital stabilization over getting a lens with optical stabilization or with some sort of IBIS, but I'm convinced, I'm a believer. That's all from me today here in the studio. Don't forget, birthday deal till July 14th this year. You can get into the members website for much less than it usually is. What is the members website, you might ask? It's the place that people have gone from part-time to full-time photographers, and many, many, many of them. So if you're interested in making photography your full-time career, there is more than enough content on there, especially in the wedding photography space. So click on over to that and check it out. And if you're not interested in becoming a full-time photographer and you just want to keep it for fun, you can check out this video next. It's a good one. I recommend it. See you next time.